Hello and welcome everybody. I'm a Jester in Black, and this is Chapter 7 on Maddening mode. And this is probably not going to be easy. Alright, let's begin by sizing up the opposition. See what we're up against. Let's start with Claude, I think. I'm gonna close my eyes and hit X. And then when I open them, I don't want to be terrified. Oh, jeez. He's got 37 attack. And he's got 16 attack speed. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt really, really bad. I think that my fast units can survive that. Yep. But Edelgard will just get destroyed by it. Maybe if I change her to an Armor Knight, she might do okay. I think she might survive if I do that. So, that's just one unit. And, they also get 19 protection, 36 avoid. He's not standing on one of the super cool heal tiles that give 30 avoid, he's just standing on an ordinary one. What else have they got? They got Marianne. She's not so bad. Raphael has 18 attack speed. Raphael has 18 speed. What is Raphael doing with 18 speed? That doesn't make any sense. This Raphael is hacks. He's got Tomebreaker, Defiant Strength. Nothing scary for skills on Claude. Warding Blow. Marianne. We've got Desperation and Defiant Strength on Leone, so I'm gonna have to take these down from full to 0 as quickly as possible without passing through 25% on the way, or else that could be problems. Hilda has Darting Blow, hit plus 20. So she's actually got 20 attack speed on her turn. That's pretty spooky, especially with her 37 attack. So she's like Claude on speed. That's pretty intense. 31 attack mage, that's a significant upgrade from the last chapter. Gained 1 speed and 11 attack. Alright, at least the archers are sane. 27 attack. Only a little bit more than it used to be. Same attack speed at 9. So I can deal with these archers as long as I bait them one at a time. Cavaliers. They've got Swordbreaker. But 9 attack speed, 29 attack. They'll hit hard, but not fast. Ignatz. What does Ignatz got? He's got some weird bow avoid plus 20. So he's got 44 avoid. He's also got seal speed. 14 attack speed. So that's effectively 20 attack speed after he attacks. 30 attack. He can do some pretty good damage if you let him set up on you. So probably want to avoid that. Alright. Let's look at the Black Eagle side of things. Alright, the Armor Knights are still as slow as possible. They have 1 more attack power, so they're not that big a deal. We can burn them down with Lysithea still, no problem. Ash has 30 attack and 15 attack speed. He's got to define something or other here. Define a void. Well, that's going to be real annoying. So I better not let him get into low HP either. So, general rule seems to be don't let people get on low HP or there are going to be problems. Ingrid? That blue. These aren't the Black Eagles, these are blue lines. I'm the Black Eagles. That was a sort of a silly slip up there. That's a lot of avoid and a lot of speed. That's a lot of speed. That's 29 attack speed. 29 attack speed with 34 attack. Is that survivable? Do I even have a unit that can survive that? She's got Lancefair as a Pegasus Knight. This is pretty cheaty. She's also got Pass and can fly and has a Void +10, and Ingrid is just she's not even using the Blessed Lance, which would give her even more attack. I don't know how I'm gonna kill Ingrid, but it may involve some kind of a stride gambit with a bunch of archers. Alright. These have 10, 11? 11 less speed, effectively, than Ingrid. She's so fast. It's nuts. Right, they have Swordbreaker too, so that means I'm probably gonna have to swap off of swords with Felix and Petra. And I probably want to use a bow with Byleth as well. Lancefair and Pegasus Knights too, so at least these won't double me. Ingrid's a huge problem. 18 attack speed, 33 attack is fairly tame by comparison, although it goes up to 24, so the enemies are still really fast. Sylvain has 15 attack speed, that's not so bad, but he also has Death Blow and 31 attack, which moves him to 37. I think I'm gonna run out of healing if I don't count on these enemies killing each other. Yep, Cavaliers are straightforward, Armor Knights straightforward. Annette has what? Steel speed. Her strength is nowhere near as good as her magic, fortunately. 16 attack speed and 32 attack with magic is kind of a lot. How much defense does this do have? 26. +6 if he's attacking. It's 32. I don't think I can do any damage to him if he attacks. So I'm gonna have to use probably Lysithea or someone to take him down. At least he has 0 speed again. It's kind of problematic when in Chapter 1 he had 7 or 6. I forget which. Probably 6. It's nice to see that Dedue has had no speed growth. 38 attack is high, but it's fine if he won't be doubling me. Definitely want to target his 1 resistance there. Dimitri. Okay, Dimitri's not that fast, but he hits like a truck. And if I get him on low HP, he hits even harder. 48 attack. Can anybody survive that? I think Edelgard can. Yep. Byleth will only just be able to survive it. Petra might be able to. I think Felix is dead though. So only certain units can even fight Dimitri. And if he pulls out Defiant Strength, that might be a huge problem. Especially since he has a spear. So I'd have to use curved shots in order to get him down. Mercedes is pretty tame by comparison, so the healers aren't that bad, but there are a lot of really, really strong units that I really am kind of dreading fighting. And that's Chapter 7 for you, though. It's definitely one of the hardest chapters on hard mode, so I'm not surprised that it maintains that title on Maddening mode. This one's going to be a little bit tricky. And it's going to take a lot of care and caution in how I proceed. Let's see how it goes, though. Alright, before I begin on Chapter 7, I want to mention a couple things. So the first is that I have Bernadetta and Petra in the Pegasus Knight class. because the Pegasus Knight class's mobility here is going to be really helpful, and it's a very solid class. There's a problem with that. On Maddening mode, I only have one flying battalion, and so I've given that to Byleth, so that means that both Petra and Bernadetta don't have access to a battalion for this fight, and that's going to be somewhat problematic. The other thing is, even though you are technically allowed to let units die, and it won't matter because this is sort of a mock practice battle, I'm going to try very hard to avoid accepting that. It's sort of a crutch to lean on, which allows you to sacrifice units to overpowered enemies, but I want to see if I can do this without any deaths. Also, while I could use Dorothea to kill this knight on turn 1, it's kind of hard to see, but I could reach and double him. I'm not going to do that on turn 1. On turn 1 I'm only going to bait this group of the Golden Deer. And the reason for that is, if you get in a fight with the Blue Lions on turn 1, the Golden Deer, basically most of their army runs down to this bottom part of the map, and they'll get into an immediate fight with the Blue Lions. And I don't want that to happen, because this map has kind of an interesting design, where you can sit back and let the enemy kill each other, but they'll both become stronger because they'll both get stat buffs based on the number of enemies that they've defeated. And once you get up to +6 strength and +6 defense and resistance, that's, you know, a 12-point damage swing during combat, and potentially even more if there are more than one hit involved. So I really want to try to kill all of the enemies I can and deny the enemies the ability to kill each other and buff their own stats up here for as long as I possibly can. And that's why I'm going to start by baiting this Cavalier with Felix. Now this Cavalier has Swordbreaker Plus, so I'm not going to use a sword.
I'll go.
I'm going to use Steel Gauntlets. And I think my strategy for these three is going to be surround Ignatz and one-shot this Cavalier with Lysithia's Dark Spikes.
Leave it to me.
I'm kind of banking on high 80s, mid 90s hit rates for most of this stuff because I can't quite get to 100% here, so there's going to be a little bit of unreliability and risk, which I'm not a big fan of. I think if a strategy has a chance of failure, it's not a very good strategy if you can lose. But this is Maddening mode, so I'll have to take what I can get. I'll move Dorothea out of enemy range. I'll move Hubert this way, in case I need his help. This Cavalier. I'll put Byleth somewhere a little more centrally located. I'll put Edelgard out of enemy range, and I'm going to pull Ferdinand and Linhart as far away from Ingrid and friends as I can. Ingrid is one of the biggest threats on the entire map because she's got huge attack, 1-2 range, even more attack if she equips with Resilience, and absolutely massive attack speed.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. Battle.
So, Ash did a little bit of chip damage to Lorenz there.
Stronghold for me to seize. Splendid.
Ash is actually rooted in place, and he can only use the ballista until you get close to him, which is really helpful.
There goes Lawrence acting on his own. Guess we've got no choice but to capture the central hill and cover him.
So we've got a Cavalier, Lorenz, Leone, and Hilda coming our way. Alright. That was decent damage, because we got a press proc. There's Ignatz, but he's out of range, and he's got Cavalier behind him. So, plan is essentially to Dark Spikes the Cavalier. 81% hit rate. I mean, that's okay, but it's not great. I can get that up a little bit, I think, if I use Bernadetta. And I have her attack with a bow here. The iron bow or the steel bow do more damage. 6, so that will do 7 with a curved shot, whereas this will do 8, so I'll go for the iron bow. Although I might want to mire first with Hubert. 86. I think Miasma has higher hit rate. But Mire will enable me to get the kill if it hits. Let's make sure we stay out of Ignaz's range here. He's got 3 range. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we want to do that from with this space to stay out of his range. And we'll go for this triple link strike attack. And now Bernadetta should be able to get that kill, I think. Because she'll be doing 10 extra damage thanks to Mire. Yep. Guaranteed kill. Her crest proc, but it didn't do anything. Speed.
What did I expect?
Speed's good. Even if it's by itself, it's still not bad. Since she's got a bow, she'll provide a link strike bonus to Lysithea for this attack. Which brings hit rate up to 84%, so it's a little better than it was. Pretty sure we need to hit this. There we go.
Underestimated me.
She levels up.
I don't have time for failure.
No magic, but Dex and Speed are good offensive stats to have. That opens up the space below Ignatz, and then I can put someone around the side as well. So,
Stay vigilant.
I think I will go to this side with Felix, and the hit rate on these gauntlets isn't very good. So I think I'll go with the sword and Wrath Strike to do as much damage as possible, as reliably as possible. Ignatz does have a 1-range gambit, so I probably should heal Felix. And we'll do as much damage as we can with Petra here. Alright, so now Ignatz at least can't attack, but looks like he has a pretty good chance of killing Felix with his Disturbance Gambit here unless I kill him. So I will speed things along here by killing Ignatz. Yep, surrounding archers no longer works, even though they can't attack at 1 range when they have 1-range gambits. If they have Fusillade, it's perfectly fine to do. I think... Can I do this from 3 range, maybe? Let's try the Iron Bow from 3 range. I'll take the 1% chance of losing here.
You fought well.
That allows me to keep Byleth close to this side. Alright, so that's all on that front. We do want to stay out of Lorenz's range for this turn. Alright, so now I'm going to put Dorothea here. Actually, before I do this, I'm going to rally her skill. Dex. It's called Dex in this game, it's not skill anymore.
So much.
And that'll increase her hit rate, and then I'll go for the double Thoron, and this has to hit both times. Otherwise, between the Ballista and the Armor Knight counter, Dorothea is probably dead.
Winning's always
There we go.
nice.
That takes down the Armor Knight. Next turn we should be able to take care of this one with 100% reliability. And we'll also come up with a plan for Lorenz, Leone, Hilda, and his Cavalier, I think. I'll move Edelgard down here as well. And I'll keep Linhardt centrally located so that he can heal anyone with Physic. Alright, Ash did not crit with the Ballista, so far so good. No deaths on either side there, so no stat buff. But here's the death. So that moves the Golden Deer closer to getting the +2 to most stats. First stage of the stat buffs. I should try to ensure they don't get that if I can. Okay. So as we can see, Lorenz is the only one who can reach these tiles. If I put Felix right here, and I give him a bow, we'll be able to counterattack Lorenz's 2-range option. I'll need to heal him though, so I'll move Lysithea here, which both lets her heal him and also sets her up to pop him with Dark Spikes next turn. That's even more likely to work with Fiendish Blow. So that takes care of Lorenz. I do want to bait Leone. Probably without opening myself up to multiple attacks. Although it looks like this Cavalier's pretty dead set on Ash anyway as his target. So I think I'll put Byleth right here. I'll dismount so the Ballista doesn't cause extra damage. And I'll equip a melee weapon. So I get a counter chance. And Leone will attack Byleth and hurt her fairly seriously if she hits, but if she doesn't hit, everything's fine. Don't want to bait Leone with Edelgard, but everything else is fine, so I can move her as far as here. That opens up the space behind Dorothea for Linhardt to heal her, so that she doesn't get got by the Ballista.
Sweet of you. That's
So
my
just
cue.
out of range of being killed there. With Sagittae, not sure how to pronounce it. I'll be able to kill this Armor Knight.
I won't go down so easily.
Very close to leveling up there, but not quite. And I can also put Ferdinand here,
Helpful.
no problem. Because this Ballista only has 5 might, Ash only has 21 strength, so it's only 26 attack. Pretty light damage. The scary thing is the crit chance. Hubert probably wants to be somewhere around here, but I will move Bernadette and Petra over to this side to get ready for Ingrid and Friends' arrival. I'll put Hubert in a supportive position where he can stride them both.
This could be our chance. Dedu, cut through the Golden Deer. Ingrid, make use of your mobility. Circle back behind the Black Eagles.
So Ingrid is going to be coming towards us, and there will be battle at the bottom of the map. I can't reach it. I have some stride and flyers, but I don't have enough stride to get down there, and I don't have enough strong flyers to survive being down there. If I could get down there and kill everything, it would probably be for the best, but I'm not sure that that's feasible under the current constraints. Alright, here's Lorenz. That hurt Felix a little. Felix did 12 damage instead of 2 damage, thanks to his crest procs, and leveled up. Strength and defense, that'll help. HP's not bad either. But there goes all the damage I dealt. Erased by Marianne and her physics stave. Night Kneeler. Leone is one of the very few enemies in the game that's used a combat art on me here. Pretty rare to see that. There goes half of Ash's HP, roughly. There goes most of the rest of it, and then the poison will take him down to 1. The Lion Soldier and Ash will both be at 1. And as much as I would like to just go in here and kill both Ash and this archer, Hilda kind of prevents me from doing that because she's got 20 attack speed after Darting Blow, 37 attack, and that 37 attack can also go up by up to 6, depending on what the AI decides to do when it's busy killing each other. Meanwhile, we have Lorenz here, so I think I'm going to have to Dark Spikes him to kill him quickly. This is a hit or die scenario, so I'm gonna hope that this 84% hits here. It is a little risky.
I just worked harder.
Right. There goes Lorenz. I think I'm in range of the ballista, and that's the only AoE that Lysithea can take damage from. Everyone else is too far away to touch her. Now, I do have the Night Kneeler combat art, so I can do 20 damage to Leone with 100% accuracy, so I need to find another 13 damage. I think I can do hit and runs with Bernadette and Petra, which will move them closer to Ingrid and friends while dealing damage here. Two, three, four, five. Okay, yeah. So she'll be able to make it out of the ballista range again. I think I'll just try the attack and see how that goes. 0, okay. Steel bow will do 2, curve shot will do 3. If Petra had a battalion, she'd be able to do, you know, an extra 3 more damage there. Maybe with the iron bow doubling, she'd be able to do some pretty good damage. Unfortunately, I lack winged battalions at the moment. I can do 1 damage with Bernadetta. Well, I suppose I have to take it then. Curve shot with the steel bow. At least she gets experience for that, right? Alright. So I think I'll need to pull Edelgard off to the side. I'll ignore Leonie's range because I can assume she'll be dead. Maybe Hubert can do a 3-range attack here. Not likely to hit, and it also exposes him to some significant danger. I could use Dorothea. That might actually be a pretty good bet here. Sagittae, we've got 96% hit rate. We'll do good damage. Ooh. That was not good. Missing with a 96. Well, hopefully that's all the low probability misses I have to deal with for now. Are we in Hilda's range if we go into range from Leone? We are in the archer's range, but not Hilda's. We're also not in the cavalier, so I can get away with that, I think. That puts Leone at precisely the amount of damage we need to kill her, I think. Oh, looks like I get an extra might from the linked strikes bonus here.
That is that.
And there we go, we've defeated Leone. I think I can move Felix to this forest now.
Can't take much more.
And we'll use a vulnerary to heal him a little bit. I will Hubert into a slightly better position. It looks like Ash is going to shield Linhardt, so Linhardt needs healing. How much damage will he deal? 19. Alright, so I will use a vulnerary on Linhardt, and that should fix that right up.
I'd like to take it easy.
And then putting him next to Dorothea should allow him to heal massively. Let's see, Ferdinand. I think this Pegasus will go right here, so then Ferdinand can attack with the iron bow next turn. I'll actually do a little bit of damage. Alright, so Ash didn't attack that turn, that's nice. And I hopefully will be able to kill Ingrid before she gets stat buffs here. Pretty sure I should be able to, but if certain very unfortunate things happen with crit percents on between the enemies, it might not work out that way. There goes Ash. It's another enemy defeated by the Golden Deer. I think they're at 2 now. Edelgard can take this, it's fine. And I'll be able to kill the archer since he's close to me now. Alright, that hit a net. If the other archer also hits a net, I think she's done. Moment of truth. There goes the net. The Golden Deer get their stat buff now. At least the Blue Lions don't, because I have to take out Ingrid. So while that's kind of unfortunate, it's not all that unfortunate. Alright, we can probably ignore that archer. I can't quite ignore the Cavalier just yet. We can probably ignore these Pegasi since I plan on killing them this turn. To do that, I'm going to need a Stride Gambit from Hubert
Appreciated.
on my flyers.
That really helped.
That will allow them to fly in, snipe this one, and then fly out of range, I think. 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, they'll be safe. But the first thing I'm going to have to do to get this done
Stay focused.
is mount up with Byleth, and then attack with this steel bow. I think the curve shot guarantees a hit. And then I can finish this with Ferdinand. And there's a level up.
Such power dwells within.
HP and defense aren't bad. I need it to hit. It's a little bit risky. But hopefully it goes our way. We already missed
Only a
196.
fool challenges me.
Alright, so 101 hit with a steel bow, 97. Bernadetta will be a little bit more reliable here. So I'm going to try this with her. And we need this 88% chance hit rate back to hit. With the steel bow curve shot at 2 range. Looks like we got it. And that should allow Petra to take a slightly more likely to hit attack with an iron bow. I'll move Bernadetta close by. That way she'll be available next turn to fight Ingrid. And we've got a hit with this 89% chance as well. And that'll take care of this Pegasus if it does.
Witness frigid pride.
Right, we are good. I'll put Petra back here. Now I have to take care of this archer without entering too many enemy ranges here. Probably want a reliable hit rate attack. 82 is not that great. What does wind do? 100%, okay. I can do that.
Huh. Victory.
And there's Linhart's level up. We can class him up next chapter, because there will be more
Research had such results.
intermediate seals available for him. Also not a bad level up, got 4 stats. 25. I can do this. 9 attack speed, get 7, she'll be okay. So, it says he'll only do 25 damage, but there's a little bit of a sort of margin of error, or some breathing room that I need to build in here. And that's because he could potentially get another stat buff and then his attack would rise by 2. Or he could potentially get 2 more if things go very badly, and then his attack would go up by 4. So as long as I can take 29 damage with Dorothea, I should be okay. So I'll use the Vulnerary. I'll use that to lure him up here.
Think this through.
I'll have Edelgard do a little self-healing. She'll get some passive healing from Dorothea as well next turn. And I will move Lysithea closer, along with Felix.
Stay vigilant.
I think that archer's doomed. Yep. So there's a kill for the Blue Lions. Well, that should help me kill Hilda, hopefully. That's suicide. I don't know why that Kingdom Soldier did that, but he just fed the Golden Deer a kill. That hurt Marianne significantly. Marianne is a very high priority target, but she's also really tough to get to. Looks like Claude put an end to his attacks on Marianne, which is unfortunate. Not only because they get a stat buff, but because Marianne being taken out would really simplify. Well, they hit with a 58 against that guy. Too bad, that means Hilda's going to be a pain to take out too. It's a good thing I left a little bit of an extra margin in there. Dorothea levels up. Magic and speed.
Well,
Plus defense
I like
and
what you
resistance,
see.
that's pretty good. Okay, more kills for the Golden Deer. At this turn, I have to kill this Alliance Soldier and Ingrid. I'd like to be able to get to Marianne, but she's so deep in Claude's range that that's going to be practically impossible, which means she's probably going to get to use all three of her physics. Hopefully, I can make her sort of waste them. Although with Hilda still up here, that might be kind of tricky to pull off. Alright, so Ingrid. In order to kill Ingrid, I'll need to do a curved shot from true range, guarantee a hit. And I'll be able to do most of her HP and damage, but I do need to get one more hit from some other source without that source dying. You can see if I try it from 3 range, it's pretty unreliable. Ferdinand is out, he doesn't know curve shot, Petra knows curve shot, and Bernadetta knows curve shot, so I think I will attempt an iron bow plus curve shot with Bernadetta. It's more likely to hit than not, and if it does, Ingrid should die.
Nice try.
Didn't work out for me. It's okay, we still have Petra. All hope is not yet lost. Only a 56% hit rate though. Actually, Petra's faster than Bernadetta, so I think I can get away with attacking at 2 range. The crit chance worries me a little bit, but I think this is the risk I'm going to have to take. Okay, no crit. Ingrid is now doomed. Should probably... Yep, Hilda's range is highlighted. And there's Ingrid's death. Doom. Defeat. It's a mock battle, she doesn't die.
As expected.
But there she goes. That is one of the biggest threats on the map removed. We can almost breathe easy now. Alright. So there are 4 blue lions and 8 golden deer left. Lysithea is just out of range of being able to dark spikes this horse, so that would probably be overkill at this point.
Oh, okay.
Helix can attack from range, potentially do up to, what, 16 damage? Pretty reliably. Did decent damage, so now Edelgard or Dorothea can probably go in here for it. I'm gonna use Dorothea. I think she'll be more useful. Unless I can get Edelgard's speed way up.
I will prevail.
Thunder has 100% hit rate. Sagittae does as well and will do more damage. Can I get... I could probably get 6 damage out of Edelgard with 100% accuracy? Yeah. Alright, so we'll do a Dorothea Edelgard combo. Nope. Iron Axe Plus.
Witness my power.
Level 12. She got speed, that
One
helps.
step at a time.
Defense is a little bit questionable on this difficulty just because of how insane the attack ratings on these enemies are. Like, I think Claude's in the 40s now. So's Dimitri. So, I would need 40 defense. And, like, you can't even achieve that. Even with moderate, like, stat up use. Until you're somewhere in, like, level 30, level 20 something with the do, I think.
Thank you.
We'll put Hubert closer to us. And do some rallying for some support points. I'll also move Lysithea close to us, and now we sort of have all our power concentrated in one place, which should make it a little bit easier to get some kills. So we can bring the full might of the army to bear.
A great help.
Probable kill. Yep. Alright, this might be really good for me, actually. As long as we can get that damage to stick to Claude.
No time like the present.
Looks like Sylvain's dead. Yep, there goes Sylvain. And there goes another stat buff wave for them.
I'm grateful.
Alright. Marianne hasn't healed Hilda. Marianne also hasn't healed Claude yet, but she probably will. So that will lose that damage, but he did burn a Gambit. Leaves him with only 1 left. So I still think that's more than enough to kill me. So Raphael has massive defense, but his resistance is relatively weak. But then he has to go and have Tomebreaker. So he's a pretty tough unit to take out, especially considering his 53 HP. I'm going to need all of my mages to attack him, I think. And more than likely I'll need to hit it with a magic-based Gambit from either Lysithea or Dorothea. That way I can afford to take 2 turns if I must. Hilda will one-shot Edelgard, which is actually pretty difficult to do. I think even Byleth could get doubled by her if I don't equip the right weapon. I believe Byleth also does weak damage to her, as you can see. So Hilda is another unit that I'm going to have to completely gang up on with everyone I've got in order to take out. I definitely can't take them both on at once. So 5 will move Raphael here, and then 1, 2, 4, 5 will be able to catch me in 2 turns. So I think I'll set up at the edge of Hilda's range, take out Hilda next turn, and then I have to take Raphael out the next turn, or else I'm in trouble. Alright.
How sweet.
I'll throw some healing around. Particularly direction of Byleth.
Well done. That's my cue.
Dorothea also has Rally Charm. If I can show it. Which greatly increases the hit rate and slightly increases the might of a Gambit when used on the enemy, so if I have to burn a Gambit on Hilda, I might want to use Dorothea's Rally Charm as part of a combo into that. I could put Bernadetta on the river, so I'll put Petra next to Dorothea for a little passive healing. I will put Edelgard here. I'll put Hubert here. Hubert has Rally Magic, which might be useful. He also has Meyer, so he's got decent support options. Ferdinand... I don't think Ferdinand can scratch her. But he does have a Gambit, and he does have reasonable charm at 10. So, it might be an option. He also has a rally. I mean, Bernadetta, I can put Bernadetta somewhere like right here. Maybe even right here. Fortunately, that archer is out of Marianne's range. The dude's okay. I'll survive that.
Weak.
Nice. So that wastes Claude's turn at least. Here comes Raphael.
That helps.
Marianne burned her heal on the archer rather than Claude, so that's good. And I'm hoping that the dude will hit that archer again, and then Marianne will heal her again, and that'll be the last of the physics. So Hilda's here. 21 attack speed and 41 attack is an awful lot. Now, we can outrange her. That'll reduce her defense by 5. And then I can probably do some damage with curve shots. 6 protection will go down to 21. Okay, that doesn't look like Bernadetta can do anything. Petra can do 1 damage. Violet can do decent damage. Should be looking at 13. But we'd need a whole bunch more. So the critical thing to note here is, since she used her combat art on the enemy align's general, she has a mace equipped, which means she won't attack me at 2 range, which does give me an awful lot more options for attacking her from safety. So Lysithea can take out half her HP, I need 19 more damage, I think. Violet can do something like that. 8. I could rally with Hubert. That would give me 4 more damage on Lysithea. I could Mire with Hubert instead, and that would give me 5 from each attack. Mire's probably the better play here, as long as it hits. Well, every once in a while things don't go my way, but that's okay. Linhardt should be able to do some damage. Okay, very little. With Cutting Gale, he's still guaranteed to hit though. So I'll do that, and that will provide a Link Strike bonus and a Gambit boost. Byleth here. I can do another 9. So, I bought these steel bows primarily just to deal with Ingrid for this chapter, but I'm going to end up needing them because of the high defenses of some physical enemies anyway. I think I'll put Byleth here. Alright, so we need 4 more damage. Does she have 100% hit rate with fire? Yes, okay. So, training bow, 23 attack, 6 protection. I'm going to try to get a Christopher Aldarius proc off on Hilda here, and if I do, that'll help. If not, alright, good. I think even if I crush out with the steel bow, we're still at 0 with Bernadetta. Edelgard can probably use a hand axe. I'll probably do it from the top since that's less obstructive. Alright. As long as this hits, we're in the good. Yep. Let's see if they can take her out now. But I might as well get as much experience as I possibly can out of it first. I'll use the iron bow. That's okay. Pedra still gets a little bit of weapon and class experience. And with the experience penalties, taking out the enemy as slowly as possible is actually somewhat beneficial. We can throw Ferdinand here. That helps. Probably use Dorothea for healing and Lysithea for the kill. So here we go. Guaranteed kill.
This is what I do.
And we still have our gambits left, so that's good. Because we'll probably need them for Claude and for Dimitri. I would like to kill Marianne. I would very much like to kill Marianne, but I don't know that I will be able to get to her, or she'll have a chance to use up her heal. Once she's used up her heal, I've sort of missed my chance.
You inspire.
We'll kill Petra, we'll also heal her a little more next turn. Oh, Dedu, why did you have to miss? Would have been really helpful if he hit. Alright, Dedu's gone. At least I don't have to deal with Dedu. So there is that. Alright. We have an archer and a mage, and Marianne and Raphael to deal with. And a full HP Claude. So, I should be able to shoot Claude with the ballista as he approaches. Definitely don't want to let anyone get in range of that mage. Because 37 attack and 19 attack speed is no joke. That's even tougher than Marianne is. Mercedes is still on this side. So we have to take out Raphael. We can't hit him with Lysithea. What are the odds of a gambit working on him? 65%. So with, let's see, 3 gambit boosts, that'd probably be something like 95%. I don't want to gambit him at 1 range because he will get a chance to attack. I think I'm going to want to delay for a turn here. Maybe use this ballista on this mage. 7 damage. Oh, that's because it's Bernadetta. Let's try that with Byleth, maybe. Yeah, Byleth will do significantly more damage if I get Byleth over there. Let's see. I think if I use a Stride Gambit here, I can do everything I want this turn.
Thank you. Well done.
So then I can get Lysithea over here. He has a 55% hit chance. Dorothea has a 65% hit chance. But with support, we should be able to get that much higher. We might even be able to get kills here. I'm going to go with the least impactful attacks first. So Ferdinand. That gets him a little experience. It also provides a Link Strike support bonus. I guess I could use Petra for the same purpose. I don't really think it matters whether I hit or miss. Unfortunately, I sort of have to waste the stride there. But the important thing was it got Ferdinand there, and it'll get Lysithea over here. Alright, so now we're at a 72% hit rate with this. What about our Gambit? 65. Not great. Not dreadful, though. And how much damage does that do? 37. Pretty solid. Get up to an 80% with Sagittae. 85 with her Gambit. So I think Linhardt, Dorothea, and Lysithea would probably be the best play. So what can we do with Linhardt? Cutting Yellow has an 88% chance of hitting. Wind has 93, 83 for Fire, 71 for Nosferatu. So we'll go with Wind, just for the consistency. That'll also max out our Link Strike bonus. This is at 44. And we're at a 95% chance with this. If we hit, his evasion will tank, and he'll also be rooted.
An ambitious plan.
We'll try it.
I have an idea.
Excellent. Knocked off half his remaining HP, slowed him down. So Lysithea should be able to get this kill pretty reliably. There we go. Raphael is down. Lysithea gets a level up. Magic Index.
Try harder.
No speed is a little unfortunate, but she'll do fine. Alright, I can get Byleth to this Ballista. That goes half the Alliance General's HP. I'll just wait there. There are no more physics, so I think I can just kill this general with the Ballista next turn. I have Felix, Edelgard, and Bernadetta. I think I can put Edelgard here safely. I think I might want to go with Bernadetta and Petra and try to take out Marianne before she gets caught in Claude's range. Might be a little tricky now. Well, I could definitely Ballista the general to death, but that might not be the best play here. Because if I can get that through some other means, I could potentially do some damage to this archer and then follow up. So I need 24 more damage on the archer. And I would need 13 more after that. I might be able to get that with Felix. I might also be able to get it with Bernadetta. That's a little sketchy though. But I think I can take out the mage with Bernadetta here. One off. That's a shame. I don't think I can reach with anyone else. Oh. Edelgard would be doubled, but she should be able to survive 33 times 2. 33 minus 16, what's that? 17? Yeah. That's a little bit risky. I think it's about as well as we'll be able to do though. 97% chance of working.
Your defeat was inevitable.
We hit instead of dying there, so that's very good. Looks like I can leave Byleth mounted, which might be very helpful later on. I'll take this shot. I'll leave Byleth right where she is. I can't get any hit and run attacks in unless they're melee range with Bernadetta. So I think her utility will be primarily going for Marianne potentially. That's not going to happen if Claude is, you know, within the same overlapping range as her. And Claude has absolutely massive range thanks to his longbow. I think I'm going to leave Ferdinand away from the battle. Or a good distance away anyway, so that way I don't have to worry about escaping Claude or Marianne with him, since he has pretty bad mobility. Dorothea, Linhart, Lysithea. They also can't outrun him. I think Dorothea can. She's got a March ring. Everyone else could get stuck. Same with Hubert. That makes them kind of risky units to use. But I can pull Bernadetta this way. Also pull Petra this way.
You inspire.
I think I'm going to try to reconcentrate my forces on the left.
Thanks so much.
So he'll attack Edelgard, but that should be fine. Ignore the archer range and the Claudes. I think if I attack with Felix, I should be able to get some good damage in. I can potentially get the kill here, though it's not that likely because I need a double crest proc, but we might be able to do it. Alright. At least that sets us up to take him out next turn. Here comes Claude. That's okay. definitely don't want to leave Felix or Edelgard where they are. I definitely want to attack Claude.
This is a great chance for me to find out if the Sword of the Creator really is all it's cracked up to be. On that note, you'd better not surrender too quickly.
This is one of the few ways to do damage to Claude without taking a counter. And if I take a counter, that might get me killed. Raise a curved shot here. What can I do? 4 damage. It's not enough. Alright, I think I'm going to have to take back a move here. So unfortunately, while I would love to attack Claude with a ballista, it looks like if I do that I don't have any way of dealing with this archer this turn, and I really need to do that. So I think I will attack with Byleth here.
You didn't give it your all.
And then pull her back a little bit. And then I might be able to do some damage with the ballista against Claude. Doesn't look like it. What about if we use Petra?
I will get the victory.
And even reach range to do it.
I'll go.
Seems like Felix has the same story.
Battle.
Here's a physic on Edelgard here.
Leave it to me.
Thanks.
That's my cue.
Huh. Thanks.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I think I might want to move Ferdinand a little bit closer. He can outrun Marianne, and he's a good distance from Claude, so that should be acceptable.
As you wish.
I will pull Edelgard out of enemy range here. A little self-healing with her. Allow some Bernadetta. And I think I'll keep Hubert one further off if I can. But I might want to actually use him for rallies.
Sorry.
Next turn I might need that rally magic. There's Marianne. Okay. So, if I surround Claude, he'll only be able to attack me with an onslaught. He'll only be able to do that once. Problem is, he'll probably still be able to kill me with just that one attack. In order to prevent that, I can Gambit him, and that buys me at least a turn. And I can attack him from melee range with impunity, and I could probably attack him from range and won't get one shot at least. In order to successfully pull off a Gambit against Claude, though, is going to be kind of difficult. He's got 28 charm. Edelgard has a good chance of doing it, and Byleth has an even better chance of doing it. And those are the only two units that really have any likelihood of hitting with a Gambit against him. 45 for Byleth. 30 for Edelgard, so Byleth is definitely the way to go. Unless we can't reach her with Dorothea. That's what, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I'm going to move Dorothea here. I'm going to equip her with Thoron, so she provides a Link Strikes bonus against Claude, and I'm going to use Rally Charm.
Well done.
Which will bring Edelgard's charm up to 32. Should help her hit rate here. Get up to 80. Then I'm going to try some other things to get some Gambit boost power. Yeah, I can't attack him. It's too dangerous. Got a 30% hit chance with Felix here. I think if I just sit Felix there, that might be the best I can do. I probably don't want to sit my flyers in his range. Because even after he's been gambited, it's going to be something of a problem. I don't think there's really anyone who could take a hit. So I think the plan has to be kill him this turn. Using the gambit as an opening. So I'm going to try this and hope it hits.
Hey, princess! Heads up! There's a rat right by your imperial feet.
How dare you make a fool of me? You will not rile me with such childish tactics.
Ah, so the sheer terror in your eyes was something else entirely. My mistake. Anyway, it was only a joke.
You really hope to unsettle me with childish jokes? It won't work. You must stand and fight. It is all we've got. We won't hold back.
I hope the rat doesn't mess up this gambit. Alright, we got him. That was a little bit risky. But that does root him in place. And nerf his stats. Yeah, so Group Flames is not likely to hit, but with Fire, we get a pretty good chance of hitting, and we can take out half his HP. What can we do with the Ballista? And damage.
This is a great chance for me to find out if the Sword of the Creator really is all it's cracked up to be. On that note, you'd better not surrender too quickly.
Okay. And now here's some clever strategy. I'm going to move Byleth off of the Ballista so that Bernadetta can take a turn. Okay. Maybe it wasn't that clever. Doesn't do any damage. Looks like Petra and Bernadetta's stats are just not high enough. But you could, in theory, have a whole bunch of, like, mounted units just chaining this Ballista, burning through its durability really quickly. Getting free shots on someone if you built your team just right. And if you're really lucky, it might actually work. Alright, I need a higher hit rate than 85%. In order to accomplish that, I'm gonna move Petra here. I can't attack with her. It'd be too risky. And I'll move Bernadetta here. And that should give me all the Link Strike support I need. Looking at an 88% chance. So, this is another gamble. Gotta hit it or I die. But here we go. Worked out.
Sorry, but it's about time I make my exit. The rest of you, please finish the job.
So that was Claude, with an extra 6 strength and 6 defense and resistance. So those stat buffs are pretty significant, kind of difficult to deal with, and it looks to me like they'll generally require gambits to deal with units like Claude. Dimitri, there's more exploit potential because I might be able to, like, stride and fly in on him, although I think I'm out of strides. Yeah, so maybe I'll just lure him towards me and shoot him with the Ballista a whole bunch of times. His stat buff's only +2 at this point, I believe. He doesn't have any stat buffs. We managed to keep the blue lions down, so that's actually really good. We definitely don't want Marianne to spoil things by killing Ferdinand on me, though. We'll burn some healing magic here. Keep Heart leveling up.
Oh, thanks.
I think she's in range, only just. So we'll do this. Now we should be able to take Marianne out with pretty much whoever we want. So Ferdinand's level 8. I I don't hate Ferdinand, but I feel like giving him experience is kind of wasteful at this point. Just because he doesn't get to contribute that much. I feel like giving Hubert this kill. So Felix, Petra, Bernadetta, Edelgard, Scythia, probably my choices. I'd like to get Bernadetta into somewhat of a little bit more useful situation here. But it looks like she's not very good at hitting. Maybe if we do it from 3 range with a steel bow. Let's try it. Alright, she still gets a little bit of experience. And she almost did helpful damage. That leaves us with Petra and Felix. I think Petra can try pretty much the same thing. That worked out. So now all we have to do is get 100% hit rate with Felix, and we should be all set. It's very likely that he will hit, and if he misses he won't die, so I can take this risk. It's a 99% chance of nothing going horribly wrong. There's that low percent critical, which I really hate seeing. It worked out for me though. Alright, so far my luck has held out, and now we have just Dimitri and Mercedes to deal with. So, time to start marching towards the Blue Lions. Although I think I'll leave Ferdinand behind. Just because he can't run very fast. And I might have to run away from Dimitri. I'm surprised that Mercedes hasn't come to attack me yet. We're just moving towards the enemy. Really exciting turns happening right here. But at least they're not that stressful.
This over yet?
I suppose Ferdinand could still be worth having around just for his rally utility. I may want to rethink my idea of leaving him behind. I'm going to have to be careful in my approach here. So, the order here is definitely kill Mercedes first, because I don't need Dimitri being healed back to full. That would definitely not be a good thing to allow to happen. So, unfortunately, they overlap the vast majority of their range, but there are a few tiles that we can exploit. It looks like she has Nosferatu and a training bow. The training bow, even with a flyer, probably isn't much of a threat. Number one, because it's a training bow, it only has 3 might, so we're looking at 6 bonus damage. He's only got 13 strength. Magic is much more threatening, although she's got, what, 13 attack speed? And 25 attack, so she's not that big a threat. Dimitri, oh boy is Dimitri a threat. He's not as bad as Hilda, but he's almost as bad as Hilda. He has more charm than Claude did. When he's hitting him with a gambit is also going to be very difficult. He's also on a healing tile and has an evasion ring. I really wish that I had a thief so that I could get this evasion ring as well as Claude's, but I'll just lament that later on when things have a, 9 to 0% chance of hitting my units, instead of a 0% chance of hitting my units if I go for evasion tanking. Alright, so we've got an iron bow, He's got 5 move. If I sit at the very edge of his range, I believe I'd have to move 7. Get in the melee, so at the very most, I can attack him. I can't get close enough to pull a gambit on him. At least he won't double me. He's only got a 1% crit chance. Won't even double me if I use the steel bow, it looks like. So I can do 13 damage reliably there. I think Dorothea from 3 range might be able to do something. I think I might be able to do curve shot with Bernadetta or Petra, but I don't think it'll pierce his protection. Might do like 1 damage. Got the flyers. I wish I had triangle attack. Guess I haven't earned it yet. Alright, so we've got most of our units within range now. I suppose the thing to do would actually be to bait out Mercedes and then hope that Dimitri comes running into my open arms. I think I'll get started by moving Byleth over that way. If I go here, it's unlikely that Dimitri will be able to hop the fence. It'll take him quite a while to go around it. See, I've got 18 attack speed. Is that enough to double Mercedes? It looks like it will be, so that should be good. She'll only do 6 damage to me, so that should be fine. Linhardt a little closer in case I need healing. And let's see what she does.
Predictable.
Huh, I guess I don't double her. It's probably because she switched to the training bow. I can kill her next turn for sure. Need crit, huh? Weight defense. Plus... could avoid 7, so Felix has a chance of being crit here. What about Edelgard? Get 9 luck. Avoid plus 7, so that would be... Get 16 protection though. But she will be doubled. Versus Byleth. Felix who have less protection. Though Byleth has almost the same protection now. And higher speed. I think if I'm going to bait, Byleth's probably the right choice. It's kind of unfortunate to be funneling all of the experience into one unit like this, but no one else can take a hit. Alright. Get an attack speed of 18. If I use the steel bow, attack speed of 13. Previous attack speed of 16. I think that'll go up to 17. So I can't use the steel bow on him. I can, however, bait him. I can also attack him. If I'm gonna attack him, I should probably do it for 3 range. Can't use the steel bow, but I would do 13 damage if I did. And for the iron bow, gonna heal 30% of his HP, so there's no point in attacking him. I should just bait him. In fact, I should bait him at the edge of his range to force him to use the spear on me so that I get a counterattack with the bow. Flip the iron bow. That way I don't get doubled. Go.
I will get the victory.
I will prevail.
Leave it
This
to
turn.
me.
Should be
That's
ready to
my
go.
cue.
Try to take him out. I don't think I have a chest key for this chest. I think there's a killer lance in it. Not a great loss. It's an unreliable weapon. Strong, but
How
unreliable.
far can I push myself with you as my foe? This will be a great chance to test our mettle. Do not underestimate me, Professor, or you will fail.
Alright. Don't crit me. I'm happy with the way that went. I'm still alive.
I still have much
We took
to
some
learn.
damage. Alright, but he does have a spear equipped rather than a steel lance, which does make attacking him at anything other than 3 range kind of problematic.
Be mindful.
I might need to gambit him. If I'm going to gambit him, Byleth is the only choice, so I probably should curved shot with Byleth from 3 range to start things off. But I can Thoron from 3 range to start things off. Good. And I can curved shot from 3 range with other characters. And then I can even move into 2 range to provide support bonuses. I'm already at 3 range, right? Yep, so I can curve shot with the steel bow with Petra here. But we've got him down pretty low on his HP. And we're providing plenty of support bonuses, so what I could do here is pop a Gambit. And then that should potentially allow either Edelgard or Lysithea to clean this up. Could also potentially use the Lysithea Gambit here. Less likely to work, but he won't counter her. I think I'll open with a Byleth Gambit,
Together we can't
and then we'll see
fail.
what happens.
Now's our chance.
Might be able to get Lysithea to kill him. Might be able to get Edelgard to kill him. We have a few choices. As long as it hit, and it did. We also get a Byleth level up. It's not a bad
Such
one either.
Power dwells within.
Got a bow, so I should probably stay at 2 range. Keep those support bonuses going. So fire is pretty likely to work. Group Flames is a 50-50. Guaranteed kill with Edelgard.
I am
I think if I
Ferdinand
rally,
von
we
Heyer.
can get Lysithea's hit rate up. 96%. I could potentially risk that.
Battle.
Well done.
Get Linhart some experience first.
It's simple logic.
Linhart's not really about stats, he's about utility.
Oh,
It's kind of a liability, thanks to his magic weighing kind of a lot. We're using Nosferatu. Speed's just not very good in general. But his magic's decent. Resistance quite good. I could do that. I'm going to give Lysithea an opportunity to do something here. I could take this risk. So close to the end that I really becoming very risk averse at this point, so I'm going to try for the Gambit instead, I think. And if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, we'll give the kill to Edelgard. Or maybe even Felix.
Together we'll succeed. Watch this.
Because I don't want to risk the 96%. Alright, there we go, it worked. Let's see if he gets the Dimitri defeat. And a level up. Magic and
Have to
Dex.
try harder.
Your speed's kind of
My
low.
training wasn't enough. The Blue Lions have no choice but to retreat.
That is the end of this year's Battle of the Eagle and Lion. And the winners are the Black Eagles.
Thank you for your hard work, everyone. I dare say that prize is as good as ours.
And there we go, we beat Chapter 7. It took us 21 turns, but we did it deathless. It did involve some risk, which was kind of sloppy. But that was a pretty tricky chapter. A lot of stuff going on. Sort of racing against the stat buffs on the enemies, while you're also hoping that they defeat each other for you. Definitely an interesting one. So that was Chapter 7 on Maddening Mode. And the next one I'll be doing Chapter 8, or some pre-Chapter 8 preparatory stuff. So, if you like this one, I hope you'll join me for the next one. Until then.